Hi everyone, this is Lolly. I have a project for you today and a tutorial. So recently I shared a Tuesday morning haul in which I had picked up some decorative double-sided file folders like this from Tuesday morning. So I want to show you what I'm making with them. And I also, ahead of that, I didn't show a video, but I had gone to, I think it was Target, in their dollar spot and gotten some double-sided file folders as well. So I'm making these, and this is from Target, and this is the one from Tuesday morning. And they hold notebooks. Yes, 8x5 notebooks that you can get at office supply stores. And so I will show you these inside. This is magnetized closure. And you'll see you have, this one has a pocket here. Usually I'm putting pockets on the bottom, like this set here. Okay, so it's got two pockets here and the magnetic flap. Some people use Velcro. I like to use the magnetic because when you glue Velcro on and you try to pull against the Velcro tends to pop up. And the reason I didn't do the folders here, pockets in the bottom of this one is I like this flower so much, and it said Italy. I didn't want to cut that off to do a pocket. So I'll show you how I'm doing this. So I'll demonstrate on a plain file folder so you can see better what I'm doing. It works better to have a left or middle tab. If you have a right tab, then what happens when you're doing your notebook is, this is a middle tab. If you have a bottom tab, let's see if I can show you. Anyway, if you had a bottom tab, it'd be down here. When you fold the pocket up, this would get cut off. So I have to turn it around and do the whole project so the closure's on the left instead of right over left. And so the dimensions are right here. Your folder, your file folder comes with an original fold on it, and that's what I'm showing right here is your original fold. You want to score 1/4 inch to the left of that, and then cut off after 6 inches. So 1/4 inch out, and then 6 inches from this second fold out, you cut off. And then you're going to measure 6 inches here and score, 1/4 inch score, and leave this side alone. When you get all done with that, you're going to measure 9 inches in score, and I'll show you what to cut off. So let's get started. Okay, let's put this up. So with the original one, again, the original fold, we're going to score 6 inches out and 1/4 inch out. So 6 and 6 1/4. It gets kind of floppy. So 6, oops, lost my track there. 6 and 6 1/4. That gives us a gusset so it can fold around a notebook. And now we need to go 1/4 inch this way, which we can turn it around if you want to get that 1/4 inch. It's probably already a fold in here. It looks like it does match for this brand. Not all of them have them, but it already has a 1/4 inch one there. And then the other thing we need to do is mark out 6 1/4, which would be, 6 inches from the quarter mark. So in other words, on this, where we measured the 1/4 inch, and now we need to do another 6 inches beyond that, and we will cut it right there. So hold on. Okay, so I just trimmed that. So our original fold line, and we've got a 1/4 inch here, and then another 6 inches beyond this second fold, which, let's go ahead and fold that so we can definitely mark that. Okay, and let's score on these just so we remember where those are. And that one. Now the other thing we need to do is to measure 9 inches down and score across there. So, oops, I'm not pushing hard enough today. I just keep sliding this up so I don't run off my scoreboard. You can use a ruler and a metal ruler or even a wood ruler and use it, just measure out and score if you don't have a scoreboard. So now I'm going to show you on this where to cut. Okay, you really can't see on here too well. I drew the lines here so you could see. We cut off all of this rectangle, including this little 1/4 inch here. Okay, we cut off this 1/4 inch strip here, and we already cut off that whole flap there, so we're good. So all of this, this is a pocket, so we want to cut off all of that, and all of this, the 1/4 inch gusset, and this part right here. But the trick is, in order to make a pocket that will fold up and you can still move this, you want to cut at an angle, kind of like this, but not quite so severe. So instead of cutting exactly at 90-degree angle, angle your scissors in a little bit to cut. Angle your scissors again. Angle them towards the center of the pocket. Angle them toward the center of the pocket. So cut right on the fold line up into that 1/4 inch mark, and then angle your scissors slightly in toward the pocket like this. Cut that off. So when you fold it, you can still move that over. So again, toward the center of the pocket, and on this side toward the center of that pocket. Cut that off, and that's all you have to do. So then when you go to glue, I do recommend using a wet glue, because when you do use a tape runner of any kind, it stays gummy. And when you start putting things in the pockets, they will always stick to the gumminess, whereas the wet glue will dry. And here's where you're going to glue. Here, there, and there, and there. That's all you need to do. So, and then hold them up there, and you can tack them down in some way until they're dry. Use a quick dry glue, it works really well. And I want to show you how to get your magnets centered on that. Let me move this out of the way. Okay, so first we need to do is get our notebook in here. This is dirty. Anyway, because we angled those pockets in a little way, it's not going to totally fit in here. So again, I'm going to just cut a little triangle off the bottom here. I'm just going to trim the sides down up a little way, just like that. Just so it fits in here better, like that. And all those scraps that we cut off, we save those, because one of the things I want to do is trim this off with a piece, and mine measures 3/4 by 5. So I just cut that down to size, glue that on again with the same thing, liquid glue. It really makes it cute. Obviously, you might not have enough of this paper scraps left over for another pad by the time you glue a second pad in, or put a second pad in here. It's a little small, but it still works. Okay. So the magnets I use are 3/8 inch by 1 32. So that's the thickness is 1/32, and the width is 3/8 inch. But what you're looking for mostly is N52 magnets. That's the strength of the magnet. And I have already separated a couple. I have done a couple of these where I only used 1 magnet closure. I really like it better with 2. Okay, come on. And what I like to do, oh, they're all over the place again. Hold on. They're hard to fiddle with because they stick to everything but what you want them to, right? Separating those out. So I have them in 2 sets of 2. So I'll put 2 here, and then I'll put 2 here. But when you separate them, I like to put a mark on the outside of each one so I know what part is actually getting glued. Because if I separate them and then start gluing them down, I might not glue them in the right direction, so they won't stick. Okay, so I have that marked, what side needs to go toward the glue. E6000 is my friend when it comes to these. So, let's see if I can get this to lay flat there. I just want to lay them generally kind of about that spacing apart. And lay the part that I marked that needs to be glued is going down into the glue. And my other set. Okay, I misplaced that one already. I bet it's stuck to the outside of this. Hold on. Okay, so I found my other set. I'm going to separate those out again. Put the glue side down. Now, I'm not going to do anything that's going to require me to move this or test the strength of it because I don't want it to get ripped off. But I will look and see that I want about 3/4 by 3, maybe 3.5 strip of paper that I can put on here. Not quite big enough, but let's see what else I have in my strips. Okay, we can probably use this. And what I'm going to do is put a strip of decorative paper on here if you want. You don't have to. This will hold. What I really want to do for sure is cover up the magnets here. And I can use one of these this way, would be really cute. So what I say, 3.5 by 3/4. So let's get that. Get in there, 3.5 by 3/4. Let's see where that gets me. That's good. I think I might even want to round off these other 2 ends right here. that didn't work. Look, I was doing a little notch there. Okay. Two can play that game. Here we go. Is it wide enough? Yes, it's wide enough. So I want to put a dab of E6000 on top of each of these magnets so that it sticks also to this cover paper I'm putting on there. And other than that, just glue would be fine. Paper glue. Okay, we're just going to glue that down and use my binder clips to pin that in place until it dries really well. Okay, so this has dried. So what I want to show you is putting magnets on this side. And on this one, what I did was I put the magnets under a long strip here. It was the contrasting inside strip I had left over. This one, let's see, I used one magnet. Like I said, I think I would use two, but from now on. But I just used a hole punch of a flower, and I just decorated with the gold ink marker that I have, and I really like that marker. If I find it, I will put it in my, I'll put the marker in the supplies list under the description of the video. So I'm going to show you today, well, you can do it either way. So what we're going to do is, I have a strip of paper that I'm going to do this vertically. Got to kind of see it's going to go down under there, but it's going, when it closes, I want to glue it together and then seal it this way. So I'm going to put it down there, kind of line it up, and see where these magnets are going to work. See, they just plop down into the right spot without me having to figure out exactly where to glue them. So I'm going to, oops, just knocked off my little sponge there. So make sure that's straight. Put a little dab of glue under. It's squirting out faster than I can work here. Okay, so those are now, they're just gluing to this paper, but I want to glue them to this paper, so I need glue on the other side as well. And our trusty quick dry. I'm running low on this. I did notice at the stores, this is Scotch quick dry adhesive. Basically what I'm seeing in the stores is a new bottle design, and it's just called it's called Scotch Tacky Glue. I'm hoping it's going to have the same effect. Okay, now all we need to do with our pad of paper in there and make sure my left side is perfectly squared is to just close this over like that. Okay, now I'm going to hold this piece of paper down while lifting this flap. There you go. And that's where my magnets are in place, right there. And just to make sure that they dry well, I could do that. And put this down here. Give that a little time. Now, I again, let this dry for about 20 minutes, and then you will have your nice flap working. So you can also use ribbon instead of this. Anyway, I love the magnets. They are great. I will give you, now I get mine on eBay now, and I will give you an idea of one place you can get it in the supply list in the description. So please make sure you look at that, and I hope that helps ask questions. And if I can, I will answer your questions. Thank you so much for watching.